Curtis, if you were a vampire, what would you do? Answer the question. Hey, if you were a vampire, what would you do?
Don't know.
If you were a vampire, what would you do? Andrea, if you were a vampire, she's a vampire! She's a vampire! She's a vampire! Hey guys, it's Josh, of course, and I'm not in my room again. This time, I'm on my couch. So you're probably wondering why I was asking everybody if they're a vampire. Well, I have a confession. And it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's, once again, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. My friend, she gave it to me, and she, made me read it. Every day she'd be like, "Hey, have you heard of that Twilight book? It's really good. Maybe you should read it. Hey, have you read Twilight yet? You should. If you don't read Twilight, I'm gonna suck your blood." So finally I gave in, and I'm like, alright, I'll read this stupid book. And so I began reading the first chapter, and I thought, this is gonna be such a stupid book. I'm just gonna read the first page, I'm gonna be done with it. But I got past the first page, and then I read the entire first chapter. And I was like, oh my god, sure, this is addicting. So then I was like, crap, I have to read the entire book, don't I? And if I read the entire book, then I have to read the entire series, so I'm screwed. But I'm halfway through the book, but I don't really understand. I'm gonna ask a few questions, maybe you guys can answer them for me. Okay, so I got past the part where she's in, I don't know, that town shopping, and then she almost get raped, and then Edward comes and picks up and drives, and they're asking all these questions, and she finds out she's a vampire. So, are they going out now? Because he didn't really say it, but when they get to school, he's like, "Hey, can you tell everybody that we're going out?" Oh wait, that's a really good way to ask somebody out. Good job, Edward. And why does she keep on calling him Edward Colon? Why can't she just simple it out and call him Ed? It's so simple. My full name is Joshua. That's so... Joshua. Hey, Joshua. What's up, Joshua? It's so much simpler if you just say Josh. It's one syllable. Josh. So why can't they call him Ed? Instead of Edward Colon was walking down the hallway and I couldn't keep my eyes off of him. Just to say, I'm not a huge Twilight fan. I'm not one of those people, oh my gosh, it's Twilight. I love it. It's vampires and it's so romantic and oh my gosh, I love it. And there's barely even any romance in it. They're not even doing anything romantic or action. I heard there's going to be fighting and action. That better be in the later part of the book. I swear, I'm going to whip it up and throw it in a fire. I need some action. I don't know, but it's an okay book. But I'm not a huge fan. I have another question. Why does, everyone say that Edward is so hot? How can you tell that Edward is hot from a book? It doesn't just show his picture. How? By his description, and if you're talking about him from the movie, that guy is a poser. I look 100 times better than he does, right? I'm hot. Steam. I wonder if there are vampires. They're actually vampires living. I'm a vampire. And how the heck is she so calm about finding out that he's a vampire? I would kind of be like, okay, whoa, haha, you're a vampire, holy smokes, Batman. How is she so... That is not a normal response. Alright, enough about vampires, because I'm turning into a Twilight fan, so no, I will not. Vampires aren't real, they never will. In this book, is entirely fake, and none of it's true. None of it could ever happen, because vampires are not real. They're made up. Just like unicorns.